Nier Automata is considered one of the best games of the last generation. It is such an amazing adventure full of really existential themes, topics such as AI, and that kind of stuff that I'm really passionate about, so I loved it. And when they announced that they were going to make an anime adaptation, I was really excited because I just love anime too. So Nier Automata version 1.1a is that anime. It came out this year. It had a couple breaks in between, like it was really strange, like watching one episode each week and then suddenly they stopped for like a couple months and then they resumed and they stopped again. So that was kind of weird, but I gotta admit it was a really amazing show, and that's why I'm excited to talk about it today. Also, I have to warn that this review is full of spoilers, so if you haven't seen the show, if you haven't played the game, be warned. But let's start into the review. So basically, the anime follows more or less the same path as the game. And I have to admit that I never finished the game. I only got to the end of ending A, so then you have ending B, C, D, E, like a bunch of different other endings and paths you can take, so from what I heard. But I just stopped at the end of the first one, so that's all the context I get. But I gotta say that this show is really good with those elements, like the way that it adapts that story, and also it is really great and understandable for newcomers to the series. So for people who haven't played the game, this anime really shows the best parts of that story and adapted into this medium, which is really amazing. So the world of Nier is very interesting. It centers on a post-apocalyptic world where it has been ravaged by machines. You don't get much context at the beginning. It is very important to say that. It's kind of like Attack on Titan, where in the beginning you don't get any context of who the Titans are, why they're eating people, what is exactly the nature of this world, and it's the same in Nier. Like, you don't understand really what happened in this post-apocalyptic world, what are the machines, where they came from, like who are the androids, the YoRHa, and what is happening with the humans. So that is something I really enjoyed, like how over the course of the season you get like small hints of what is really going on, and that is something I'm really excited about, especially in the second and third seasons. I think season 2 has already been confirmed. I don't know about season 3, but I'm really excited to see where the future of the series is, and I'm really excited to like play the game again because I really need to in order to understand fully the story. And then we get to our two main characters, which are really popular in pop culture, which are 2B and 9S, and they are amazing characters. I really enjoyed them. I love the voices, like the voice actors for them are really popular too. I love the way they bring life to 2B and 9S in a very new way in the series. I love them in the game. I love them here too. I think it's really amazing the way they focus on these characters and their stories, like their personalities, how they interact with the world, and they're just really great protagonists. I really enjoyed seeing them in the anime and the game too, and that is something like really carries the show, especially 2B's like fight scenes. It's really amazing the way they crafted this world and these characters and the way they interact with it. So both 2B and 9S are part of this organization named the YoRHa, who are a group of androids who basically work for humanity. They are tasked with basically battling the machines back on Earth, discovering new secrets like the nature of these machines, and then they encounter like new villains, characters, and it is really interesting like the extent of the show. Like there's characters, for example, there's a machine named Pascal who basically became like a good machine, so they trust him more, and they discover like along the way they discover like the nature of what it means to be an android, a machine. For example, both the survivors on Earth and the YoRHa see them as enemies that have to be destroyed, but then they encounter a group of machines that act in very unnatural ways. They start like smelling the flowers, learning concepts like love, like religion, and that leads into a lot of the existential themes of Nier Automata. I feel like those are amazing, and it really echoes a lot of the best elements of the game. It's something I really enjoyed. That is part of the amazing writing of the show. I feel like the way they take on these themes and they balance it with action, like with classic anime stuff, you know, everybody loves a good fight, and Nier Automata version 1.1a is full of that. There's some really amazing action scenes, and coupled with the animation, I feel like it did a great job with those kind of scenes, like with the ones where 2B is fighting with these robots, and 9S, like also like the hacking scenes where he enters the mind of a machine and it shows like the visuals. I feel like that was really amazing, and it made for some really great scenes. That's probably some of the best parts of the show is the animation. I really loved the way, like the effort they put into it, and they really took their time, but it was amazing, an amazing job at the end. And yeah, like I said, I love a lot of the aspects of the show, especially the ending. I feel like it leaves a lot of questions to ask for the future. I love the way they also showed Adam and Eve, which are the antagonists of the show and the game too. They really adapted that story into a really fun and interesting way, and it kind of follows the main story of the game like beat by beat, but it's a really great adaptation. And I feel like stories like this one, like The Last of Us, I feel like this year we've been getting a lot of great video game adaptations, and that makes me really happy as a gamer to break that curse of bad video game adaptations. And I just love the way Nier continues that streak. So I just loved it so much, and I think it's a great story. I feel like it's just one of those anime series that really sticks with you, and it gets a lot of more people interested into the series, which I'm really planning to get back once I finish that game. When I finished the sequel that came out a couple of years ago. Well, I think it's a prequel, but I'm definitely going to play that in the future. But yeah, those are pretty much most of my thoughts. I think it's just a really well crafted story. story, characters, and I love the existential themes. Those are probably the things that I like the most. But anyways, those are pretty much all my thoughts on Nier Automata version 1.1a, the anime adaptation of the game. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. So I'm going to give it a final score of 82 out of 100. I just think it's really good. And yeah, I enjoyed it so much. So yeah, if you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe and all that. And that'd be everything for today. So I'll see you next time, guys, and have a great day.